I be jamming in here. Just drop my kids off at the park while they're chilling, practicing soccer. I want to do a video about a lot of things that's been going on the last couple of weeks. The R. Kelly, the Michael Jackson situation. I have my thoughts on both of those. Um, a lot of stuff I feel like has been going on that could have been prevented long time ago when it happened. A lot of this stuff I'm hearing, I'm like, a lot of this stuff is old stuff that's he been tried on a lot of that stuff, and it just feels like it's both of them actually. I think it's a lot of they didn't catch him that time, so they want to now roll like they do a lot of times, like especially like with OJ. I feel like they did that with him too, and so they're doing it now with these two guys. One is dead. Okay, he's dead. What y'all want to do? Okay, the only thing I can think of right now is what can happen is money at this point, because basically telling the whole world about Michael Jackson is not going to do anything for anybody but get some people some money. Okay, all I feel like is all they worrying about is the money. Their civil suit was dropped, so now they're trying to like appeal to the people now. So I'm guessing they're gonna try the book way now. Okay, they're saying, oh, we have a lot of stuff unresolved. Go to the therapist. I feel like go to the therapist. If it's so much stuff unresolved, go to the therapist and deal with that with your therapist. We don't need to know what happened when you were 7 years old, because I feel like first of all, the parents, we're supposed to prepare our kids for stuff like that. Like 5 years old, I just did a little question and answers with my kids, ranging from 5 years old to 14. And I mainly concentrated on my 5-year-old because I'm like, let's see the mindset of a 5-year-old. Okay, I checked. I'm like, hey, is somebody supposed to touch on your legs? What is that? Is that inappropriate or is that okay? It was like, oh my God, that's inappropriate. I said, do you tell your mom or what? I tell my mama. Okay, so I just feel like that's something you as the parent is supposed to prepare your child for stuff like that. Now, for these teenagers, 14 and 15 and 16, that they're saying is with R. Kelly. Majority of the stories that I have been seeing, and I've been looking at every story I can find, and I'm like, okay, parents, you cannot throw your daughters at these men, and then after you don't get what you want out of the deal, now you want to tell a people your child is being held captive when these girls are just amazed by this guy. I really just feel like he's not supposed to have sex with these young girls, no. But the parents are not supposed to throw their kids at no grown man either. That is not good, wise either. So we have a couple of things going on at the same time. When I was their age, I was like, that he's the same age as my mama. So I would have looked at that kind of guy like a R. Kelly to me. I would look at him as like he's my mom. He's my mama age. I think he's in my mama age range. I am 37. He's still my mama age, okay? So you won't be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm married though, but I'm just saying, he is my mama age. My mama's in her 50s. I'm 37. So just think about it like that. Just think about those things. All those things should occur. The parents, the kids themselves, and yes, he shouldn't be doing this. But guess what? If we don't put our children in his eyesight, he won't be able to touch them anyway. No matter how much of a predator he supposedly is, if we don't throw our kids right in his lap, which I was told they had to harass him to get him to even pay them any attention. So if you did all that, why should I be sitting here crying about your daughter and being this upset about it when you threw your daughter at him and them daddies that's involved? Boy, like really? You on here talking about, I want my daughter. You should have held tight to your daughter before you let her loose to R. Kelly, sweetheart. Don't come on this thing talking about you'll beat him. I saw one of the days time I had a bat. Like, boy, bye. You should have had that bat and told him day one, look, you touched my child. This is me. If it's that serious, you should have said, look, I heard stories or whatever. Straight up, I want her to do this, but if I feel like you touching her inappropriate, this is what is going to happen to you. You should have done that automatically. But he didn't do that because what? He didn't care. And he do not care now. So now, why? You want a book deal? You want to be seen? I don't want to hear it. Now they got the 2 little girls. I have a picture I saved so I can post when I do my pictures and stuff, when I do my editing and stuff. But I have pictures that shows that the mom and the 2 little girls was taking pictures hugging R. Kelly. So She's sitting there saying she never met him. Yes, you did, dear. You met him, dear. I saw pictures of you meeting him, dear, at an event. So, yes, you met him. You must have amnesia because all the stuff y'all allowed this guy to do, you even signing over, you even signing over your rights to this man, child. You trying to say now, oh, that was to the label. Who you thought was gonna work with your child? What are you talking about? That is retarded. If I sign my child over to anything connected to him, I know darn for sure he gonna be attached to it because that's who originally who they was trying to get in touch with him is him. He's the genius with the music. So don't try to play that, oh, it was this lady here. You know that lady wasn't gonna be the only one dealing with your child, girl, bye. And man, bye. This is crazy. Now y'all doing all this. I feel like you're trying to get y'all trying to get money. Okay? The people, the production from that Surviving R. Kelly didn't pay them. They probably paid them a few dollars for pictures and stuff like that. But they ain't paid them no money. So now they're like, okay, we done told all our business for free. Now we about to try to still get some type of book deal or something. That's what they trying to do. That's what I feel. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Yes, he shouldn't be around these little children. Yes, he shouldn't be around doing this and that. But at the same time, don't come telling me about no Aaliyah situation. Don't be coming telling me about nothing he did in the past. Don't come telling me about nothing he did in the past. Go. I'm video. Because that is the past. And if y'all want to prosecute him, you should have prosecuted him at the time when all of this was happening. I don't believe in all that double jeopardy stuff. I don't believe in people trying to prosecute people when they didn't get them. If you don't get them, you don't get them. That's not nobody's fault but y'all. Y'all supposed to collect all the evidence, do your job when it counts, which was 2008. You did not do that. So I don't want to hear about it now unless they got some new charge. And by the way, the two chicks who live with him or whoever live with him now is over 18. So where's the case for current event? I don't want to hear nothing about past events because it's not relevant to now. Okay? Take care of your children. Hold on to your children. Teach your children everything you're supposed to teach your children at the time that you're raising them. So when they get of age, they're not doing all these dumb things. Because even if you decide to try to put them in that position, they'll be like, I'm not doing that. Because they know. They got common sense. Like, okay, he's a grown man. Come on now. My mama's in her 50s. So just imagine me sitting here. If I wasn't married, I'm overly old enough to do that, but I just don't feel right dating or being with somebody my mama age. Even back, like I ain't saying now, back then I felt that way. The guy tell me their name and their age, like, you know what? You actually look like you might be my mama age. You know what? Never mind. I just kind of. It was like, nah. And that wasn't something my mama told me. It was just like, it was a feeling I had inside of me as a kid, I guess a young adult. Like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So that's too much. Maybe I did like maybe 3 years older at the most. I think it was 3-something years older than me, but that was the most. It wasn't no 40, 50, 30, 80-year-old man with my young self. I can't handle that. I couldn't handle that kind of man at the age. You cannot handle that. Regardless if and then I would have been giving my consent, but at the same time, you can't handle a overgrown man because that's just not how it's supposed to be. But at the same time, the parents are responsible for these girls and these boys that Michael had. The boys, for the Michael situation, like, the boys the parents again harassed Michael until he paid them attention, and then they left their child for a whole week. One of the boys got left for a whole week because he begged his mom and them, can he stay at Neverland? And they say Michael said this and that. You know, he wanted the boy to stay fine. Okay, why would you leave your child? You spent the whole week there with the family. You are going with the family to the next vacation where we're going with the family. You would not be left with no grown man, 40 years old, whatever how old he was at the time. I really don't care how old he is, but you ain't about to get left for no week. I don't believe when we do practices, I'll kind of drop them off for a minute and I'll be lurking around here and there. But you ain't about to be left in no bedrooms and no houses for no week. You know, practice. My children are all in soccer or dance or something. I'm always lurking around, hanging around. I drop them off here and there, handling my business and come right back. Bam, you ain't got time. And my children travel in packs anyway. So, and all of them know If you see something funny, you let mama know. If you don't, daddy, mama, whoever, but you let me know. They can threaten me, they can tell me they gonna kill me. I don't care what they say. You better tell mama and let mama or daddy deal with that. And we gonna do whatever we gotta do. That's not the business of a child to be worried about adult stuff. You tell the adult and let the adult deal with that. Ain't gonna be no, I'm the mama, my child tell me, and I'm telling my child they crazy. Nope. I'm gonna check the facts. I'm gonna check what they say. I'm gonna also check the child, because I know my children. If they tell me something, I know exactly if they're lying or not. And by the way, all I gotta do is be like, are you lying? And they be like, you know what? Well, they'll kind of be like, well, that didn't happen, that happened. So they'll like automatically, even if they try it, they'll automatically, all I gotta do is be like, you better tell me. Okay, because that's the relationship we have. You have to train your kids from day one. If you train your kids at a proper age, when they get to the age of 16 and 17 and 18 or whatever the age, you ain't got to be stressed out worrying about your child doing some dumb stuff like that, because you didn't already train them up already. And they're going to automatically do what they need to do. When it comes time to deal with that kind of person, they'll already know what to do. They'll be like, you know what? I already know what to do with this situation. I'm going to deal with that like that. They should know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my kids travels in packs, because there's 5 of them. But at the same time, when you're on your own, you still have to know individually what to do. So I quiz them, I tutor them. I'll be like, look, I pop up out the blue. Hey, I question them like out the blue. Hey, if this happened, what you gonna do? Hey, if this happened, what you gonna do? And they tell me, and I be like, okay, but if it sound weird or sound like it's something they can do better, I be like, well, try that too. You can do that, but do this also, or add this or take away that. And they'll be like, okay, like that. So that's how I operate with my kids. Because one thing about it, I'm gonna do everything in my power to take care of my children and protect my kids. Period. That's what mama bears do. Okay. We train our kids and we teach them to do the right thing at all times, So that's it for right now. I'll do some more videos because I have a lot more to say, but I'm finished for now. I have a meeting I have to attend, but that's all I have to say right now. But like I said, I'm going to have a few other videos that I have that is attached to this situation and a few other situations. But that's it for now. See you next time.